Okay, we are live without any problems this week. Guess what? We're recording without any issue. Well, except the fact that my laptop's display got fucked.
We just threw the gimbal away as well. Your
Things
phone's fucked up.
Yeah.
My phone's...
Everything's fucked in Thailand. Except me.
Wow. Pretty bold statement there.
Yeah, I mean, my laptop. So last week we couldn't do our podcast because
We tried, though. We recorded
your laptop
one.
had a problem,
Yeah.
and my laptop had a problem. At the time, it was in Phuket, the only certified service provider in Phuket.
Yeah, when we went there, too, I thought you were going to walk up to one of those stands in the mall. I was like, oh, my goodness, this is so sketchy. And then it was actually its own store. But
Yeah.
you know how you have a whole bunch of kiosks, usually
Yeah.
in Western malls at least.
Yeah.
Most of the kiosks are like
Right.
trash. They're just trying
Yeah.
to sell you garbage.
They're trash.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta show you, but there's this knockoff silicone case.
That
This
can't-
is from one of those kiosks, and it looks real, dude.
It's
And
got the logo on it.
huh?
I see a logo on it there.
That's what I'm saying,
Ah.
dude. They're all those knockoffs they're selling here. It looks real.
Yeah.
How do you say it? I mean, they don't modify it, because a lot of times they do modify it intentionally so that they can avoid.
Yeah.
Um,
Like copyright type
Yeah,
things,
exactly.
infringement, blah,
Right.
blah, blah.
but
I don't know. It's pretty authentic looking.
yeah,
Like you
exactly.
said.
I mean, the functionality too. All those notches and buttons are they align fine with actual buttons and things like that. But anyway, the point is, this was like 270 baht, which is like $9, something like that. And then the actual silicone case was like 3,000 baht, something like that. 2,000.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
$100
expensive.
bucks, yeah. It's considerable
Yeah,
considerable more.
difference. But anyway, yeah, my laptop, I picked them up. They fortunately the damage was not so great. It was just power button. They had to order it, which took about a week.
Yeah.
And then replace it, and I guess
Well, the timing was really convenient. You know, we were in Kopipi. We had just
Yeah.
gotten there.
Yeah. But anyway, hard disk drive is fine. I mean, there was the the one thing that I really wanted to keep, but the display's fucked. I will have to get a new laptop, because as far as I know, the replacement cost is pretty high, potentially more than the value of the laptop.
Yeah, and considering the
So-
job they did on your phone, different place, but authorized as well. And now you're having all these issues
Yeah.
with your phone. So his phone can't take pictures. It's completely fogged up. Water's gotten into
Yeah.
the camera lens.
Yeah.
So that, directly impacts what we can post. Not what we can post, but we don't always have the camera with us, the
Right.
Sony. And then my phone's old and low quality, so my
Yeah.
pictures aren't clear. So yeah, we've had quite a few hurdles in the last
Yeah.
2 weeks, I'd say.
Yeah, but I'm glad that we can actually record our podcast normally today.
Yeah.
We all have all the things that we need. At least it's
Yeah.
not in the best condition, but we do. Speaking of which, our original plan. So today's episode 27.
27.
We're gonna evaluate and talk about our journey here in Thailand. Sort of like midpoint evaluation.
Where the podcast is going, where we're going,
Yeah.
what's happening,
Yeah.
all those assorted details.
Yeah.
And please, if you like the show, subscribe, leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube,
Yeah.
Spotify, Patreon. As little as $5, you can get the full content,
Mhm.
full length audio,
Right.
and then next tiers you can go look at as well. That include video.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, again, thank you to all our Patreon members.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll thank you guys at the end for that part. But yeah, let's continue.
Yeah. So, let's talk about the obvious. That our original plan was to stay here at least 6 months, half a year.
Mm-hmm.
Now the new plan is to leave here soon. Now
Yeah.
there are several factors, reasons that we made the decision is one, the lack of climbing, I guess, that was sort of really big for
Bouldering
you.
specifically,
bouldering.
right?
I mean, I've missed the gym a lot, and bouldering, I guess, too. And like couple of weeks, a month, whatever, not doing the activity. We're not even talking about our passion here, The desire
Yeah.
is just purely talking about number of exercises we do here, and it's just not significant at all,
No. The lifestyle
we're-
change is pretty drastic.
Yes, we're losing our making very significant improvements. I mean, especially me, because I'm not saying you're not making improvements, but relatively speaking, because I was new,
Oh, yeah.
so I was making that rapid improvement.
Yeah.
But then, like, I feel stagnant now. Nothing's moving. Not even doing the activities. A lot of hassle. Take the boat, tailboat, go there. Dealing with the hornets and
Hornets, yeah. Watching out for the fucking death hornets. Oh,
15-year-old mattress.
it's always hot. It's always humid. It's raining at times. So
Yeah.
it's just not the ideal place to be if you're trying to progress as a climber.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Come here for a couple weeks, climb all the rope climbs, have fun, have a blast, swim, dive, snorkel, do all that, hang out on the beach, hang out on Tonsai, have a good time. This is a great place for that.
Yeah.
But it's not a great place to train.
No.
It's just a fact of the matter. We still find ways to do it.
Oh, we've tried our best. I mean, this is really without an exaggeration. I feel like we've done our best.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some like good trade-offs. We started realizing, oh shoot, without all the climbing, we have to do something still to maintain being in shape. So we both go run separately in the morning, and then you've been doing Muay Thai for the last few weeks, basically. And
well, that's another part to talk about, but keep going, please.
Just in the sense that we talk about this oftentimes.
Yeah.
Life kind of throws you whatever it throws you, and then you have to make choices to make the most of it. And we've done that, but the thing about Thailand for me specifically, I think that was kind of surprising, is getting here and seeing like, wow, it's beautiful. Just like I remembered. It's extremely gorgeous. I mean, stunning. It's stunning. I can't even effectively tell the people out there how beautiful it is here. And that's awesome. But I think part of me was kind of bothered that I could see the beauty and I could see and understand why people would want to live here long term and stay here. But it didn't resonate with me. That wasn't true for me, that situation. And I think that's hard. It's hard because we're the type of people that want to be able to get through anything, no matter what. Just be like, oh yeah, whatever. Just overcome, adapt, overcome. Right. And we're doing that, but this form of adapting and overcoming is in the sense of going elsewhere, going and doing something else and changing it up. And that can be hard to do because, like you said, we came here kind of with a rough set plan of 6 months to a year because it's cheap. There's all the other stuff available to us. But then we realized quickly that, wow, this is not hitting and checking all the boxes. So you adjust and you adapt. And that's where we're at right now. Yeah.
And, another thing is that I just can't, it's really hard to be, not to be on vacation mode here. It's really hard because it's really hot. And I'm not trying to make excuses here, but I feel like I'm on vacation.
Well, no, you're right.
I just can't get out of that mode. It's really hard. And it partially you can understand because of that. I mean, like I have better understanding of people here that, okay, now I understand why people are so relaxed and chill here, sort of like that mode,
Yeah.
Island time. So hot. Yeah, so hot, You got to just, adjust your volume down a little bit, your energy down. That's how to best spend time here,
Yeah.
So a lot of people, I mean, I maybe shouldn't say a lot of people, but I feel like people just value those times, to chill and relax, drink beer,
hang out on
hang
the
out on the
beach.
beach.
Just
And
very passive type lifestyle, really.
yeah, in a way. So like I would do this for a month or so happily without worrying about anything, which we did. But then like after a couple of months, I'm like, I'm kind of getting out of shape, like I'm just continue to be on that mode of vacation.
And we're also kind of in that middle ground where part of us feels like we're on vacation, but then the other part, obviously we want to do the podcast and then working with the vlog type content, shifting, figuring out, the direction we want to head in, what the comments are from people, the direction they want to see. So it's, even though you're in vacation mode in some of those moments, still in the back of your mind, this is work, this is the job, like we're trying to build something. And don't get me wrong, it's been very enjoyable and it's continuing to be enjoyable, and it's really helped highlight what we think we need to do this effectively. Studio, the right equipment, some consistency, something you can return to. And that's the consistency in our daily lives as well, to be able to train, to be able to read, do the things that we really value. We talk about philosophy, because you mentioned before, it's been a while since we've talked about philosophy on the podcast. Even though you and I talk about it a lot off camera, it does feel like we're moving away from some of those core roots.
And that was a little like a wake-up call, right? I mean, to me, it was like, it's a wake-up call. Like, okay, it really made me look back and think about how we've got to this point today, and part of it, I feel they're proud, and, we did a great job overall,
Yeah, you hear that? We did a great job.
We're not high, by the way. That's another thing to talk about.
My goodness. Well, we'll save that.
Well, I think a lot of people will be very interested, in my opinion, because let's talk about that, because we've been. Wow. So this is really.
Well, should we save that for the Patreon only members?
Ooh, reel them in. $5. You can hear about drugs.
Well, yes. Part of it is informational, and part of it is also. No, I think you're right. I mean, I am not trying to be rude or anything, but we have a lot to cover, and we haven't been really strategic, honestly, in terms of marketing and things like that, but I mean, we have this clear distinction between paid members and non-paid members. Again, we're not doing this because we want to make a lot of money. The only reason we have this membership based platform, which is Patreon that we're on, is that we don't want to be, swayed by other influences, the sponsorships and things like that. That's the only reason we're doing this. Okay. And
we don't want to bait and switch you. We don't want to gain popularity and then suddenly, hey, check out this shiny new product, or throw an ad on top of it. That just seems.
Well, we may do one day when we really feel like, okay, this product, I fucking love it. I mean,
sure, when something authentic
I
and
really want to
genuine
sell
and true,
it, but not just that. It's not about whether or not some products are more suitable for us. It's just that we don't generally want that sponsorship, because usually it comes with political reasons, inputs, things like that. I would appreciate if you don't use this word, or what. I don't fucking give. I don't want that. That's the only reason we're on this, and we try to incentivize those people who are members. So we're not being rude or anything. We try to make this the paid version of content more valuable, and reasons to people the why they want to be the member.
Then we also try to it's a work in progress, but inject more of our personality, more personal related things into the paid area, because again, we feel like you're a patron, literally a patron. You're somebody that's coming by. You're giving money. You're supporting us. We want to build a relationship with you. And this goes for the people that aren't paying as well. We're trying to have a relationship with you. That's why we want your feedback. But, I mean, if somebody finds value enough in what we're sharing and wants to support it, then we've got to cater more towards them. while remaining authentic, obviously, to everybody else as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. This podcast and this platform is explicitly to share ideas organically that we believe and think about.
Yeah.
Not necessarily believe, that's too strong a word. But yeah, we don't want to be influenced by a sponsor, a product, or something in that regard.
Yeah.
Especially since neither of us are really capitalistic or consumerism. We're not into consumerism.
Well, if anything, we're far from it, right? We loathe consumerism. But, and again, we may be part of it, not the consumerism part, but sponsorship and those business relationship, may occur down the road, but we like to avoid it as much as we can,
And that's part of why we're going to be heading back to the U.S. once we finish not our leg in Thailand, but Asia. Maybe talks of Europe. We're playing
Orient.
Once we've explored the Orient. Professor. The savages. But yeah, once we're done here, we're gonna head back to the US and then look at starting to work again so we can have money to directly infuse into not only the podcast but also the coffee, because we want to do a different type of branding with coffee, something separate from our first. And we've had a lot of good feedback on that, but also, again, with coffee, you need to pay for marketing material.
Right.
We can create a lot of it ourselves, but there's just time and money involved with these things. And we're not really the type of people that, like to be in debt or go get loans.
Right. I mean, we may have to, right? But not we may have to. We may just for the purpose of
scalability.
When time comes, right? We can take advantage of it. There you go. That's the best expression. If we can take advantage of it, yeah, we will. But I mean, these all plans are pretty malleable as of now.
Absolutely.
But anyway, the point is we're wrap things up here in Thailand and move to other countries in Orient.
Korea.
No, we're going to Korea, South Korea, where I'm from originally.
I thought you said North Korea.
I
thought we had a mission, a very specific mission.
Yeah, which you don't know anything about.
We definitely can't share that.
Yeah. Well, in Patreon. But because Korea's open now, as far as I know, they're most open than any other country in the world. I could be wrong, actually, because Vietnam is open, right?
Vietnam is open.
Are they fully open? I think they're conditionally open.
I don't know what the policy is.
Because Korea is conditionally open. Still, but that conditional term is pretty weak. That's what I'm saying. And anyway, it just limits the specific countries, people from which can enter or not. But Japan too, of course.
Japan.
We're gonna do what they do first.
Yeah, so we'd planned to do Japan after Korea, but
no, they're open, dude. I told you they're open to these 4 or 5 countries.
Oh, I thought the problem was if we go to Korea first, though.
Oh yeah, that for sure. So we may go to Japan then first. I don't know, but again, we have to check. But if Japan is not open to Korea, then Korea is not open to Japan. Yeah, pretty much. It's a one-on-one. You hit me in the face, I'll hit you in the face. That sort of relationship.
It's beautiful, really.
I know.
Beautiful.
Fair. Equal terms.
Relationships. What a beautiful thing.
Yeah. But anyway, that's the plan. We'll go to Korea and Japan. We'll leave by at least mid-June. Selling our bikes and I personally, we're getting to like 20 minutes right now, but is there anything you want to add before we wrap this free version up.
Now's your chance. Speak now if you
Yeah.
want to see certain type of content or there's some things you want to hear about or listen to, specifically in regards to the travel and while we're overseas, because we're on scene, on location. We're doing it,
Right.
not live, but we're doing it from various places. So now is definitely the time. If there's anything you're curious about, please
let us know.
comment.
Comment,
Or
please.
send it, slide into our DMs. Slide on in there.
Yeah, we check our phones every day, so
Yeah.
just like any other people.
So rare.
Yeah.
Well, to the Patreon members,
Well, I mean, we're gonna wrap this up.
please like, subscribe, leave a comment, a follow.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See you next week.
Okay.
Bye.